It is 3.
নাকি এটা হোস্টেল? এটা কি? এটা তো মেস নাকি? এখানে তো আমি আছি। এখানে তো আমিও থাকি। থাকো ঠিক আছে। তো বড় ভাই আছে, বড় ভাই সামনে
And then we went up these riverbeds to this mountain village in the jungle. Classic, you know, trailblazing. Like, okay, cue the truck in the river shot. And then we get up there and there's a game of soccer going on.
حبيبي شكرا على الجولة الجميلة. أنا بكمل احتفاليتي لأنه الرجال اللي موجودة بالبث ترى ما قطت كل اللي عندها، كانوا مخلين بعدين. استودعك الله في أمان الكريم.
Shawty bad with the sketches on. Follow on your hand, make you my girl. Light up sketches. Light up my fun. Shawty bad with the sketches on. Follow on your hand, make you my girl. Light up sketches. Light up my fun.
Something bigger, and there's a fire deep inside that's getting ready to ignite. We can believe if we open our eyes. Out from the darkness we reach for the light. There is no limit, we do the Harlem Shuffle.
बांग्लादेश समज पाहते पेरे आकार साजावा कंदारी नारी होते दालाई दालाई बांग्लादेश समज दिशा
Gente, vamos começar o vídeo porque vai ficar muito longo senão. É verdade. Ela tem um pouquinho de problema de respiração. Você pode ver que ela...
Mengenai memasarkan produk secara digital melalui aplikasi Bukalapak serta Shopee, di mana tujuan program
Pode que é só cibuin? Oh, só que lá.
Malade dans pied, baka manger. Vous savez ce maman de Louis. Pour nous déposer.
Si j'ai un déposer, si j'ai. Oh, il me paraît où oui.
kali pun. Uang.
This, right? So the declaration date is basically when the company itself, they get together for any stock. They get together and they're just like, you know what, we're gonna pay dividends and we're going to announce it, and that is the declaration date. So they're declaring, hey investors, we
Well, it was absolutely, it would just, you know, right up there with your parents, get dropped off, they'd just be up there for hours, and they didn't question you. We didn't leave the mall. Didn't want to leave the mall.
Didn't want to leave
because it was a whole scene. Yeah, so definitely a nice social status there. Some of the shops you mentioned there, like Music Land, all.
And police are still processing the scene, so we're just going to kind of stay right here as they're kind of processing everything right here. This is, like I said, the second shooting here in just a few hours. The 27th homicide, double the number from last year. The suspect right now, they do not have in custody in this case because they said once
लगेगा वो 3D होगा, क्योंकि इसकी डिस्प्ले जो है वो है 3D। अभी तक आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा समझ में आ रहा होगा कि आखिर D का मतलब क्या है। D का मतलब यही है कर्व, ठीक है, मतलब पूरा मतलब थोड़ा सा अच्छा डिजाइन किया जा रहा है, कर्व किया जा रहा है, उसको एज टू एज किया जा रहा है। तो यहाँ पर जितना D बढ़ता जाएगा उतना ही एज टू एज किया जाएगा।
Ajay, nosso colega de bazuca levou ganda tiro, bem feito, fica-se a dar para bom. Eles estão
Another day in the ghetto. One look outside and I'm already upset, yo. It look about 102. It's a Saturday and Biggie ain't got nothing to do. I'm interrupted by a phone ring. Sometimes I wish I never got the motherfucking thing. Hello, hello, can I speak to Biggie? Yo, who this? Tanisa?
Todo un manuscrito. Oh, quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo. Que le enseñas a mi boca.
Go get these guys, switch to the comm channel messenger so we can have a little chat about it, and that's that. So now we get to the reveal trailer, which actually has story elements, gameplay elements, and maybe even actual gameplay footage at one point. So first off, in some of these pictures of the people, they don't have exosuits over their arms. They've got backpacks on,
light, but you can see it's pretty diffused. The hotspot is not very well defined, I guess you could say. But if there is a, you can see the middle here, it is kind of a hotspot, but it's not too defined and it's pretty wide. So that's about 800 lumens according to Sure.
Bueno, nos han denunciado como si se hubiera extraviado y es una persona desaparecida. Igual, entonces lo que solicitamos, si alguien la ha visto, tiene conocimiento de dónde está, que llamen igual a la línea 156 o al 231-7105.
Por último, más extraviados, esta vez en el grupo.
That's 3. I want to be a police officer.
Show off the disc in the joint. You lay on here for 20-30 minutes, first thing in the morning, and before you go to bed, you're gonna sleep through the night and wake up feeling much better. Guy, try this.
Okay. Because again, you don't need to order a size with this. It fits
Now,
everybody.
let me show you how to do it right, okay? First of all,
anytime you're going to transport the unit, all of the safety mechanisms need to be reinstalled. After we remove all the safety pins, including this one down
বরং উঠি। কথা বলতে বলতে অনেকটা সময় নষ্ট করে দিলাম তোমার এই ব্যস্ততা ভরা জীবনে শেষ দিনে এতটা আমাকে সময় দেওয়ার জন্য আজকের দিনটা আমার কাছে স্মরণীয় হয়ে থাকবে। স্মরণীয় হয়ে থাকবে আজকের এই দিনটা তোমার এই ব্যস্ত।
You've seen that thing all laid out. I gotta get it and show you guys how it looks while it's actually at ride height.
va a poder, porque ya habrás perdido. Usando calçadão, aí todo o povo comenta. No tempero dela tem pimenta. Com todo respeito, o marimbondo te mordendo, essa bunda tem fermento. Na hora a minha mente pensou, puta que pariu, marca maluco marolento. Tudo dentro da loucura, tu deve ser a cura pro meu velho sofrimento. E a mim no camdri por assim. Kunanya tu no kamjar por tali unjai por ti. E a mim
But I understand that they are allowed to support existing systems. This is an unusual system of interlocking pins. And you'll know it when you see that type of bow. That's the security bow. Now, that document that I mentioned on the manufacturer's page, that document is called...
बालवीर के रूप में तुम्हारा सिर्फ एक ही मकसद है, बुराई की हार और अच्छाई की जीत। तैयार हो विवान?
लेकिन किस चीज के लिए?
Накладку газовой трубки сняли, с газовой трубкой вместе. Целое, без изменений. Цевье расстегнулось. Попробуем снять оковку. Оковка не двигается. Ствол.
And see how this turns out.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to call the airline too. If they're going to take one of the names or kind of merge the names,
Who
or
would
just
you
come up
guys
with a new one.
think? Who's a bigger name
Guy
that
said
they would
Frontier
take?
was Spirit to me is like
Very
low of the low.
Minnesota Spirit is, I think, though.
I've flown both once,
Yeah.
and Frontier was a normal flight.
And Jesus speaks through her, through Julie, this woman of God, who has a heart for so many people here in South Dakota, in Rapid City, I should say, South Dakota. And I just thank you, Jesus, for her and stirring my spirit this morning to hear this message. I love you.
Dia no Monte Carmelo, fato sem igual, cedeu entre o profeta Eli.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Risang dari kelas 4A. Hari ini saya akan menyanyikan lagu yang bernama Jujurlah, adaptasi nada lagu Lihat Kebunku. Marilah anakku berkata yang jujur dengan ayah ibu, bapak.
Compliance with the program's requirements. Starting May 25th, eligible employers who have already completed a test of the USCIS labor market to verify that there are no U.S. workers who are willing, qualified, or able to perform the seasonal non-agricultural work can file Form I-129 petition for non-
Roundup Ready soybeans that hadn't been sprayed at all, which is the whole point of having Roundup Ready plants, so you can spray them with Roundup. In contrast to real-life samples from the market, transgenic crops intended for scientific studies are often produced without the application of herbicides, or at doses lower than typically used by.
Lors de son entrée au Maroc, de respecter le schéma vaccinal en France. Alors, je t'ai résumé ça en une phrase pour que ce soit beaucoup plus clair. Le pass vaccinal, si ton pass vaccinal est OK en France, donc si ton pass vaccinal fonctionne en France, qu'il est valide, qu'il est reconnu, que tu peux l'utiliser, qu'il n'est pas périmé.
Sasakyan kita, sakay na. Sasakyan kita, sa lahat ng gusto mo. Sasakyan kita, basta't sasakyan mo rin.
I think they want to chip up, and Manny needs to get his foot on the outside, so it's about whoever gets their foot on the outside and gets the punches going.
Set you up with that right, because then that left right down the pipe is waiting for
you. We prefer the term meet and greet. You see, interview makes it sound like we're not equal, and that sounds a lot like white supremacy. And you're not a white supremacist, are you? Because, you know, my people continue.
El capítulo. Porque empiezas a tener una lucha constante con tu pareja, el que llegas a alguna reunión, van a alguna fiesta y luego te dicen, no vayas a tomar, por el amor de Dios, porque siempre ve cómo te pones, o sea, y te la sigues de filo, y entonces empieza.
Burn me with your own. Okay, this is different. Why?
The need to feel our own value is incredibly important. Lack of self-worth holds us back from doing the things we love, and can even hurt our physical and mental health. What can self-worth do for all of us? Self-worth.
Para instalar este juegazo tenemos que tener obligatoriamente un administrador de archivos. Yo en este caso voy a usar S-File Explorer Pro porque es un administrador de archivos muy bueno y que además enseñé a descargar en el canal. Ustedes pueden usar el que les vino predeterminado para el celular o pueden descargar S-File Explorer Pro.
لكم على بلاطة. طيب اوكي، هو شوفوا على فكرة باش نكون واضحة معكم، هو ساعات يحس انه هو ما يستهلكش وانك انت تستحق شخص يكون رائع أو أروع منه على الأقل هو.
Hi. Hi. We're eating carbs. See? Carbs. So good. So good. Carbs are so good. Right, Mai?
Easily put your wallet or some breath mints or gum, but you have space for your suits. Now, next up, another interesting dichotomy. The interior of this car is absolutely insane. The floors, the seats, the center control stack is maybe the most insane piece, angled to you, coming down from the dashboard. It's the kind of thing you'd expect in an incredibly expensive.
added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Shifted upfield. Could move up a gear here. It's a good ball and he could be in. Ziyech. And he's in a really good position here now.
What's that face black people make when they hear something crazy? All right, everybody, let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
هجده سال پیش در چنین روزی مبارزه مردم افغانستان در برابر حکومت وقت به پیروزی رسید.
This is Sam from Old Barn Tannery in Iowa. We're offering for sale today a little coyote shoulder mount cape. It's OBT 377. Approximate measurements 3.5 by 13. I graded it grade 3 commercial, just an average cape. It's got a few flaws, nicks.
Dlaczego blondynki noszą obcisłe spódnice? Aby utrzymać nogi razem. Dlaczego mężczyźni całują blondynki? Żeby im choć na chwilę
Семья как матрешка. Если есть папа, то обязательно должна быть мама. Если есть папа и мама, то должны быть дети, сынок и дочка, а потом и
вне заданиями может проводиться как на занятиях под руководством учителя, так и самостоятельно в домашних условиях. Внимательно прочитав задание, учащийся должен сначала подумать над тем, что требуется.
El poco tiempo no me bastó para darme cuenta de lo que sucedió. Dije como amigos y como hermanos somos una discusión y el ojo le rompió el disco.
Which extrudes black tentacles, slime dripping mouths, and more strangely than any other, short writhing goat legs. She is the wife of the not to be named one, don't ask, and the wife of Yog-Sothoth, who spawned forth the twins Nub and Yeb. Across the